Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're going to be checking out a video that was recommended by Mark, and the video name that was recommended by Mark is Suspension Railway in Wuppertal, Story of a Landmark. So Mark says, thank you for your reaction to the Might cheese. If you don't know what that is, it was a reaction video I did about Might cheese, like a famous German, well, maybe it's not that famous, but it's a German cheese made of mites. Yeah, actually, it's kind of wild. But yeah, he says, thank you for that video I suggested. Now I will recommend you a video that will blow your mind. The safest means of public transportation in Wuppertal. I'm pretty sure I'm probably saying that the worst way possible. Suspension Railway. Schwaben. Dude, I don't know how to pronounce this word. Like, I do know that this is Schway, but the BE, what do I say for that? Schwebe. Okay, oh my god, I hate my life right now. Anyways, it was built in the 1900s and opened to the public in 1901, and it is still in use today. There have only been 3 accidents during this time. I wanted to suggest the following video about the history of the suspension railway for a reaction video. By the way, I live in Wuppertal, and I used the suspension railway on a daily basis for a long time. There's no way. Actually, wow. I thought these things were only in Japan. Just being honest. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video. We're checking it out right now. Apologies for the extremely long intro. But if you have any recommendations, you can leave those in the comment section down below, or have that link in the pinned comment section where you can recommend videos like Mark did, and I'll check that out as soon as possible. Without further ado, let's check it out. Wait.
Hovering above the
What?
city, heavenly, in sky blue. It's unique, extraordinary, in daily operation for more than 100 years. And it's the city's landmark, Wuppertal, and the
Damn.
suspension.
Wuppertal. Bro, that's gotta be trippy. Like, even this church here, cathedral, or I'm not sure what to call it, but I'd imagine it's maybe a cathedral. Like, it just looks so trippy. It looks like a fairy tale, like, literally.
Railway, inseparable. What prompted the people of the Wupper Valley to come up with such a newfangled mode of transport? Let's look back to the turn of the 20th century. The neighboring cities of Barmen and Elberfeld, with a combined population of over 300,000, belonged to the biggest industrial areas in the German Empire, bigger even than Cologne or Düsseldorf. It was getting crowded in the narrow river valley, but the expansion possibilities for additional traffic were limited. The solution to unclogging traffic came from Eugen Langen, inventor, pioneer, visionary. After some trials and a test installation, he obtained the patent for his engineering masterpiece called the suspension monorail system.
So, this is German? Yeah, I'm actually shocked. Yes, I know. Germans are freaking amazing when it comes to engineering things, but I don't know where I had the idea Japan had these things, but confused.
The model also impressed the council members of the neighboring cities on the Wupper River, and they decided to have it built. In only 5 years, the workers and engineers constructed this transport sensation. In October 1900, the Kaiser and his wife came to see firsthand this engineering wonder and were very pleased. After their ride, they commented that it was both practical and pleasant. Only 1 year after that, the dignitaries of Barmen and Elberfeld proudly presented the construction to the public. Since then, these two cities have been incorporated into the modern city of Wuppertal. But a remnant of those early days is still in operation. The carefully restored Kaiserwagen can be booked for a nostalgic ride, hovering 12 meters above the river. With its 468 supports and bridges along the 13.3 kilometers long route, the Suspension Railway is the steel backbone of the city. If you ride it, you will also pass the city's historic landmarks. Complete stations and large parts of the route were destroyed in World War II, but only 1 year after the war, it was reconstructed and the inhabitants of Wuppertal could use their beloved and indispensable railway again. The city developed rapidly, and with it the number of passengers as well as the number of railway regulations.
You know what's funny about this? This has to be properly engineered because there's a thing known as weight, capacity that has to be measured thoroughly. It's just like an elevator if you've ever seen one before. Maybe you haven't seen an elevator before. I don't know why I said it, like maybe you've seen one before. But with elevators, it tells you like, okay, max 10 people or a total of about 1,000 kgs because I've seen that in Finland. Right, and it'll tell you the amount of weight that is able to survive in that elevator because it's putting you up, and it also has a mechanism to go down as well. So it's not like the normal what's that called again, train, where technically the downforce or the weight is literally just on the train, the rails. It's not going anywhere. The earth is holding it. This one is not. So there has to be a weight capacity to that. There has to be these lines has to be reinforced properly in order for it to last 100 years, like literally. So this is actually 10 times more impressive than a lot of other things that are quite common, to be honest.
Because of the increases in traffic, the rail cars had to be regularly upgraded. They were given names like Blue Gentian and Red Flash, favorites of the 60s. Two of the bigger challenges were restoring the crossing over the old marketplace with a 105-meter-long bridge without supports, and constructing a lifted route over the Autobahn. By then, 27 trains were in operation, and up to 65,000 passengers were being transported each day.
Wow.
Reliably and without problems. Well, not always. There were some incidents. In July 1950, the Zirkus Althoff had a splendid idea for a spectacular publicity stunt. The elephant Tuffy will ride the suspension railway. But that was too much for the little elephant lady. She pushed open the door and fell into the Wupper River. Luckily, no one was hurt, and the little elephant was rescued from the Wupper. But not all accidents had such happy endings. In 1968, a truck knocked over one of the supports and 2 bridges fell on the street. No one was hurt here too. But in 1999, a tragic accident occurred in which a train plunged into the river, leaving 5 passengers dead. Not because of technical problems, but due to human failure. A forgotten mounting clamp left on the rail. Nevertheless, the suspension railway is still the safest means of transport worldwide.
Really?
Since 1972, the trains of wagon series GTW72 characterize the cityscape, popular and reliable. There's a German saying, "Old love never rusts." But is that true? All those years left their mark on the old lady. The stations became dark and unattractive. The structure was getting more and more rusty. What to do? Renovate or demolish and rebuild? Again, the city councillors made a courageous decision. In 1995, the complete makeover started. Enormous sections of the railway were removed and replaced with more than 40,000 tons of new steel. The rebuilding took place during daily operation of the train, even on the weekends and at night. The renovations were finished in 2013, and the suspension railway is now fit for the next 100 years. Of course, that wasn't cheap. The overall costs amounted to 635 million euros, of which 122 million were for the new trains.
I love it.
In November 2015, the first train cars of the current generation arrived on a truck. More than 1,000 suspension railway fans could not miss out on the event. With much applause, the first of the Sky Blue trains started its daily service on December 18, 2016. An event that was celebrated by everyone. The new wagons look great. Not only the citizens of Wuppertal thought so, but also the jury of the IF Design Award 2017.
Wait, I've actually been in German trains before because well, I don't know would I call it a train, but I've actually been to the German airport before, so yeah.
But the designers and engineers had even more in mind. They wanted to make a better design, not merely a new one. Due to silent rails and wider curves, the suspension railway travels more quickly and quietly from station to station.
Okay.
All stations have become much more attractive. They are brighter, transparent, and handicapped accessible. About 170,000 square feet of glass surfaces have been used for the stations. But they didn't want to part with the beautiful old Art Nouveau stations. With the same demands for comfort and safety, 3 identical stations were built according to the historic model. The new
Beautiful.
train depot in Oberbarmen has also been built according to the original plans. With the turning loop moved forward, the trains can change over to the other track faster, which means they are equipped for shorter cycle times in the future. The new control center has also been upgraded. A state-of-the-art digitally controlled safety system is in place. The old trains were so popular that they were given away by the utility company in a competition. Today they serve as stage, meeting point, or bistro. A new life after hovering above the city.
Pretty cool.
The 31 new wagons are not only nice to look at, they are also really fast. At up to 60 kilometers per hour, they speed through the city, controlled by the driver in a new kind of cockpit with touch-sensitive displays. Investments were made not only in technology, but also in comfort. With a new ventilation system, comfortable seats with fabric covers, and a large panoramic glass window in the rear. This window is the highlight of the new wagon generation, and the most popular place to sit for a unique traveling experience.
Hold on. How old is this video? I need to check that out when it's over with. Cause I seen that guy. It looked like he had an iPhone 3, which, but the video I said that this was completed in 2013. Potentially, this video could be about 2014-15.
Popular place to sit for a unique traveling experience. A lot has changed since that maiden voyage more than 100 years ago. But one thing is still the same. The suspension railway is the most reliable and popular means of traffic in Wuppertal. Up to 80,000 passengers are hovering daily, above the river, through the city.
That's so cool.
You can only do that here. The suspension railway, the landmark of the city. And we call it Schwebebahn.
Schwebebahn. Oh, she just said it. Schwebebahn. 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 Yeah, Schwebebahn. Yeah. It makes sense, actually. Yeah. I remember I couldn't pronounce that word because I was bored. This is 7 years ago. That's pretty far out. We in 25, so that's gonna be 5 away, 2 away, 20. Hold on now, you gotta slow it down. 5 away from that is gonna give you 2020, so that's 2018. Okay. Okay, that's pretty crazy. Could be 2017 actually, because yeah. Am I doing the math right? I'm just so gassed right now. Let's just talk about the damn train, bro, because I'm more focused on that. Man, that is actually pretty cool. Whoa, whoa, are you serious? I'm actually happy that instead of demolishing it, they actually brought it back. You know, because recently in Finland, I saw a building, getting demolished, and it was an old building, and it broke my heart. Because some of these buildings don't have to go. We can repurpose them, but I guess some of the times they're so bad that it's going to be so expensive to repurpose them. So it's understandable, but thank you for this recommendation, Mark. I had no idea Germany actually had this. This is actually pretty amazing, pretty cool. Shout out to you for traveling on it every day, man. But let me know, is it actually still the same exactly this way? Because it's 7 years ago. There might be new changes that took place. I don't really know, but let me know in the comment section down below. But this was a beautiful video. I absolutely enjoyed it. Thank you for watching as usual. I'm out of here. Peace.